Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It sounds really weird saying that now because I've wanted to make a YouTube for a really long time, and people have been asking me like, oh, you should totally do it, you have the personality for it, you have the time. So I was like, hey, why not? Let's do it. I'm gonna do kind of like a 2-in-1 in my first video because I know I've been saying that I'm gonna post content for like the past 3 weeks now and I haven't. So I'm gonna do a kind of get to know me / Q&A type thing, and then I'm gonna do a New Year's resolutions type list thing that I have. But they're more like realistic resolutions. They're not like, oh, I'm gonna lose weight, I'm gonna go to the gym every day. I'm not gonna do that. So I'm gonna start off with my name. If you don't know me, my name is Paloma. I am a college student living in New York City. Right now, I'm not in New York City. I'm back home with my family. I'm originally from upstate New York. But yeah, I live in New York City. I go to school there. I'm 20 years old. I am an Aries, if you care about any of that stuff. So things that I like to do, I like to listen to music, I like to explore the city, try out new things, try out new food, go thrifting. Those are some of the things that I like to do when I'm not burying myself in schoolwork. So some of my favorite things, my favorite artist of all time is Amy Winehouse. If you know me, you know that like Taylor Swift is everything to me. But Amy Winehouse has been like a constant in my life ever since I was little. I want to say ever since I was 7 or 8 years old, I've been listening to her. Obviously Taylor Swift. My favorite song, that's really hard because I love music so much. It's hard to just pick one song. But I would say a song that hits the heartstrings every time I listen to it is To Build a Home by the Cinematic Orchestra. It's from the movie Gimme Shelter. I don't know if you've ever seen it with Vanessa Hudgens, but it's really good. My favorite music genre, that was a pretty interesting question because I don't get that question a lot. Being somebody that loves music, I actually love getting questions like that. I would say my favorite genre of music would probably be like alternative R&B / hip-hop. Tyler the Creator, Brockhampton, Steve Lacy, The Internet. Just like music like that is my favorite type of music. My favorite color is maroon and lilac, so I have 2 favorite colors. My favorite movie is The Devil Wears Prada. I could watch that movie on a loop for the rest of my life if you asked me to. I love that movie. I can quote it like the back of my hand. I love Meryl Streep, Anne Hathaway, Emily Blunt. All those 3 women are just amazing. A little bit of a Q&A. First one is, what's life like in New York City? So life in New York City, it has its pros and cons, and I think I'm gonna do a video on that later on as my channel grows. There's a lot of pros, but there's also a lot of cons. Some pros may include the opportunities that you get. There's endless opportunities in New York City, especially like from school. You can have a lot of connections, and if you start networking with people, it's a really good thing too. Networking is like the main thing that you need to do in New York in order to get ahead. The cons is that it can be really competitive. A lot of pushy people out there, a lot of people who will throw you under the bus to get what you want. If you're not like a fast-paced type of person, New York City probably isn't for you. That's another con about the city, is that it's not for everybody. I wouldn't recommend it for everybody. I personally like it. I like the fast pace. I like getting on trains, getting in taxis, Lyfts, Ubers, whatever you need like to get to places. It's just a preference for me. Like I said, I'm gonna elaborate more in another video, so stay tuned for that. My friend Crystal, shout out Crystal, asked me when am I coming to Australia. If you know me, you know I'm obsessed with Australia. Anything in Australia, the people in Australia, the accents, the animals, everything. But I've never been there. So hopefully later this year I'll do that, and I'll definitely vlog when I'm there. But definitely in 2020 I'm going to Australia. Like, it's set in stone. I am going. So this is my verbal commitment. Can't say that I never said I wasn't going in 2020. How did you and Tajay meet? So Tajay is my best friend. If you follow me on Instagram or on Snapchat, you see her on my stories all the time. We actually met, so I used to dorm in the Upper East Side last year, from 2018 to 2019. We actually met in the kitchen. So we were downstairs. I was with a couple of friends of mine in the kitchen. Shout out Electra and Chelsea. We were in the kitchen together and they started talking to Tajay. And then I noticed and I was like, okay, I want to jump in. So we started talking, and I honestly think it was over, like, she was putting barbecue sauce on her tater tots and I was like, huh, that's different. I want to try that. And that's how the friendship began. I would do anything for that girl. She is the most fearless person I've ever met. She is not afraid to take chances. She is a leader through and through, and she's one of the realest people I know. So I love her. How are you the baddest bitch there ever was? Shout out Jeanette. I don't know, man. I just got good genes. If you see my mom, that explains everything. If you see my grandma, my sister, that explains everything. Just a bunch of badass women in my family. It just flows through us. So now I'm gonna move on to New Year's resolutions. I have 6 resolutions in total. They're more realistic resolutions because I've noticed in the past I've always been like, yeah, I'm gonna lose weight and I'm gonna do this, yada yada yada, I'm gonna go to the gym, new year, new me. No, I'm done with that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not doing that this year. This year it's more realistic. It's more about what's gonna benefit me the most, what's gonna benefit my mental and my physical health the most. So starting with number 1, getting a stable internship or job. I started off 2020 actually getting accepted for a job in New York. People that know me know what it is. It's not like a job that I'm obviously gonna do for the rest of my life. It's not going towards my career wise, like what I'm gonna be doing forever, but it's a job, and honestly I'm proud of myself. Not even a week into 2020 and I got a job, so that's great. It's definitely want to get an internship to do with what I'm studying in school, so definitely want to work on that. The second one is to gain even more confidence. I've honestly, since like 2018, I've gained the most confidence that I've ever had, but I've noticed that at the end of 2019 it kind of went down a little bit, so I kind of want to, you know, get that back up, get that going. With that comes boxing. I really want to start boxing this year. I really want to feel like my best self, and it's not even to like lose weight, none of that. I just want like a physical hobby to get me going, get like the blood pumping, that kind of thing. So I definitely want to start boxing or kickboxing, whatever. It doesn't, any area of boxing would help. The fourth one is to eat better. So I'm not saying that I'm going to eat like a rabbit, but I do want to eat less red meat and less dairy. I've recently switched to oat milk, which is probably one of the best decisions I've ever made. My stomach feels so much better. I just feel more energetic. I don't feel lethargic like regular dairy or regular milk makes you feel. So I switched milks, and now I'm really gonna try to cut out dairy completely. I'm slowly trying that, so hopefully I am successful with that. And definitely less red meat. Red meat is not good for you, so I really want to try eating less red meat. Not cutting it out completely, but definitely eating less of it. So my next one is less screen time. So once a week, which is, it sounds crazy, but it's asking for a lot from me because I'm not gonna lie to you, I am addicted to my phone. I will be that person to say that I am addicted to my phone. I always have my phone in my hand. If I don't answer the phone, it's either because I don't want to talk to you, or maybe I like set it down like really quickly. If I don't answer like a DM or something, it's because I have my Instagram and Twitter notifications off. But like chances are I'm gonna get back to you within an hour or less than an hour. I'm really trying to lessen that because I have that screen time thing. Now Apple has that thing where it tells you how much time you've spent on your phone, and it's like, you spent 9 hours a day on your phone. I'm like, 9 hours a day? That's a lot. Because you're only up for what, like 12 or something? Like, that's crazy. So definitely want to take one day a week to not have any socials. Obviously if it's an emergency I'm gonna answer it, but no socials, one day a week. Really gonna try and cleanse that whole thing out, because social media can be, I don't want to sound like that person, but social media can be super toxic for some people, and I'm just tired of seeing like the same thing every day. And I know I'm one of those people that posts same content every day, so I am contributing to that, but I don't want to see the same Kardashians or whatever like every single day. I'm really not trying to do that. So I would like to take a week to just cleanse. I hate to say that, but like cleanse. And then my last one is to develop a stable sleep schedule. So I am an insomniac, like literally I have diagnosed insomnia. It's not funny, like I don't say it as a trendy thing. So I am trying to get myself to get off my phone for a little bit before I go to bed. It's gonna be hard, but get off my laptop a little bit too, because I always watch The Office or Bob's Burgers before I sleep, and I know the light from the screen is not good when you're trying to sleep, but I'm really gonna try and like cut that off for like half an hour before I go to sleep. My mom got me a weighted blanket and it feels really good, so I'm really gonna try to use that, just like do some breathing exercises before I go to bed. Get to bed earlier, because I am not a morning person and I wake up late when I don't have to go to school or anything, and I'm tired of doing that. So definitely want to get a more stable sleep schedule, a more, you know, in tune, just be better at waking up early and all that kind of stuff. That's all for today. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I can't believe I'm saying all of this. Definitely hit that subscribe button. There's gonna be more content coming soon. I'll link my Instagram below if you guys want that too. So yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.